So in this expo hall right behind me, here in Overland Park, Kansas, you are going to find the biggest and the newest reptile expo on the scene. This is the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo, and in this video, I'm going to give you guys all a tour of the biggest and newest reptile expo on the scene. And yes, there will be plants, and yes, there will be a Cusco. I'm Dave Kaufman, and these are my reptile adventures. So this is the first time that the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo has been here in Kansas City. This is an enormous expo. There are tons of vendors here, both reptiles and plants. I don't know much about plants, but they're here, they're cool. We're gonna find out more about that. But even though this is the first time this expo has been held here in Kansas City, it is now the biggest reptile expo in Kansas. This place is enormous, and there are tons of vendors here, vendors that you're gonna recognize, other vendors that are new and up and coming. And there's this guy. What's up?
Hair's tamed down though.
Yeah, what's up with the hair?
Can Karen braid your hair?
No.
Aw.
No.
Grow your hair out so Karen can braid.
Are you calling me on my phone right now?
I've had my hair out.
Brian Cusco is also here, by the way.
This is Brian Cusco.
Nice DJ Osmo, Dave.
Brand new camera.
Like
I freaking love
I've been
it.
looking at him. You enjoy it?
Oh, totally I do.
Quality-wise, good?
Quality good.
It's not going to get as good a quality image as this camera.
Oh, yes it is.
It's not. But
It
the
is.
thing is, no, it's not. That's the thing.
It is.
It's going to be over sharpened, and that's okay.
I don't understand sharpening
Okay,
music.
can I just interrupt a second? The people watching this video want to see reptiles, not us
Okay,
talk
yeah.
about cameras.
What are you pointing at us for? Yeah, you came here.
Let's go see some reptiles. So at a huge expo like this, you're gonna find a ton of snakes. It's a reptile expo, of course there's gonna be tons of snakes. But for the Rattle On Award for the best snake, in this episode, I'm gonna break that up into two different awards. I'm going to not really give an award for the best snake, but I'm going to give the Rattle On Award for the best boa and the best ball python here. Whoa, hey, whoa, wait, where are you going? Hey, come here, wait, we're going to film, dude, settle down. So over here at Eisel's Reptiles, established in 1993, Glenn works with some of the most amazing boa morphs and has since 1993. So that is like 175 years that he's been actually working with these amazing boas. And this particular morph just grabbed my eye. So if you've been watching the videos for a while, you know that I love the IMG gene in boas. IMG, stop that, that's not friendly. IMG stands for increased melanin gene, which also increases the bite radius of these snakes. Dude, just settle. So, having said that, this is actually an albino IMG. And babies that have that IMG gene, they look basically like normal boas, but that melanin gene, which increases black pigment, well, increases over time. There's the I in IMG. Now, add that to albino, and we just don't know what this snake is going to look like as an adult. Is it going to be a bleached white snake? Is it going to be a white snake that has kind of maybe a hint of pattern left to it? We just don't know. And that's why this snake in particular, this IMG albino, really grabbed my attention, because I really want to see this snake as an adult and see what that IMG gene does with albino. And this snake can be yours for only $2,500, which is a really good price for an IMG albino. Such a rare combo of boa morphs that I don't think is being worked with a lot with boa keepers. Certainly, there's IMG albinos out there, but this one I think is the only one at this expo. It's the only one I've seen at this expo, and you had to come to Glenn's table to find it, which is not surprising. He really does work with some amazing boa morphs. So because this gene combo is pretty rare, this is the first albino IMG I've ever seen, but that is why this is my pick for the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo here in Kansas City for the best boa here. So over here at Mike Wells Reptiles, you're going to find a bunch of really cool ball python morphs, including this guy.
At Dubia.com, all the roaches are raised in-house in sterile conditions and then packed and shipped on-site directly to you. For all your Dubia needs, order today at Dubia.com or see the link in the description below.
This is a freeway candy. So the freeway is a combo made up of two genes, yellow belly and asphalt. But then when you add that candy gene to it, it just absolutely pops, and it is one of the most jaw-droppingly beautiful ball pythons that you're going to see at this expo, or really at any other expo. And the criteria for the Rattle On Award for the best ball python, I'm not really looking for a 5, 6, 7 gene snake. I'm looking for eye candy. I'm looking for the snakes that people that really aren't yet into ball pythons will look at and be like, wow, that is an amazing snake. And this one is one of those snakes that just kind of is so beautiful that it will make people that aren't interested in ball pythons or snakes in general, it will make them take a second look, and it'll bring new people into the hobby when they see that we can make snakes that look this amazing. So the candy gene is a form of albino, and there are many variations of albino. There's lavender albino, there's T-positive albino, and there's candy. Banana is even a form of albino, but candy is one of those genes that just adds these really amazing yellows and oranges to an albino, and that mixed with the asphalt and the yellow belly, again, you get a snake that literally almost glows in the dark. And again, this is the type of ball python that people that are just getting into ball pythons will see, or they might be into corn snakes or crested geckos and really have never given ball pythons a second look. This is the type of ball python that will make people take a second look at ball pythons. It'll make people want to purchase ball pythons, and it'll strengthen the ball python market overall. And that's what I look for in the Rattle On Award for the best ball python, and this snake has it. And not only that, but a snake this beautiful isn't gonna be $2,500, it's not gonna be $5,000. This is a male, and Mike has this priced reasonably at $700. But at $700, if you're really serious about getting into ball pythons, that's not a price that's gonna scare away a lot of people for such an amazing snake. And that's why this Candy Freeway over here at Mike Wells Reptiles is my choice for the Rattle On Award for the best ball python here. So seeing as how this expo is a reptile and plant expo, I would be remiss for not extending the Rattle On Awards to plants. And I know nothing about plants. I know that some of them are edible and others are edible only once. But I am going to give the Rattle On Award for the best plant, the first time I'm ever doing that or ever thought that I would be doing that. And for that award, I want to introduce you guys to this guy.
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm Roland for Dandy Plants. We got a couple of features out here.
Look at this, I didn't even need to introduce you. You just went right into it. I love it.
We do a lot of lives every week, so I'm used to it.
Ah, there you go. There
Yes.
you go. What do you do your lives on?
We do our lives on Palm Street. We have an in-home studio in Detroit if you ever want to come visit us. But we got a couple of showpieces here at the show today.
This is an amazing showpiece. Look at this.
Yes, you take this, you get a crisp high five.
Wow. All right, so tell me all about this plant.
So this is a caramel marble variegated. I would say it's about 5 to 6 years old. But it is very, very mature. You can tell because it's not only got the beautiful variegation, but the sawtooth blades, and it's just been growing like a weed for us. You can sun stress the leaves to bring out this pinkish hue. Give it some pink grow light, so it'll bring out a little bit more pink. Give it a little bit more yellow light. It'll bring out a little bit different colors, but each one is unique.
So I know that some plants do well in sunlight, some plants don't need it as much. Is this a plant that needs a lot of sunlight?
It doesn't need it, but if you want to bring out those pink hues, definitely beneficial to bring out a lot more light.
Gotcha. And kind of, if somebody is into plants, which clearly I am not yet, but I'm getting there, what is the care of a plant like this?
I would water it when it's dry with a couple of different nutrients. So we use silica, liquid kelp, and fish shit every single time we water. And just make sure the leaves do the talking. So if the leaves are not happy, like for example, this one got a little bit stressed during the travel just because it was super cold during the show.
Yeah.
But you know, it's recovering, but you can see a little bit of the yellowing, but the leaves do the talking. So if they start crinkling, maybe it needs a little more water. If it starts burning around the edges, maybe it's not getting enough nutrients, maybe it's getting a little more too much light. So just like, same thing with the reptiles, you know, they do the talking.
Yeah, that's
they
right.
Let you know.
Absolutely.
Same thing with plants.
Wow. So if an adult is $2,500, what is the babies?
This one would be about $450.
$450. Okay,
Yes.
so it is a pretty rare plant.
Yes, yes. This
Wow.
is definitely an eye catcher.
Well, for being the first Rattle On Award winner for the best plant, I think I picked a pretty good one.
I appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Did I pick a good one?
Yes,
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure.
Good. And here we have,
Brian Cusco.
indeed, I was going to say this magnificent specimen of pure California beefcake. Beef. Yeah, Brian Cusco works too. All right, you have picked out the best booth at this entire expo. We are going to go check it out.
All right, it sounds awesome. Yeah, I would like to say that it's not just my own subjective opinion that this is the best booth here. It actually is an objective fact that this is the best booth at the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo.
Objective fact. So now, I've mentioned a million times that this is also this is a plant and reptile expo. We can't really kind of just show all the reptiles and not give some love to the plant people.
You could,
We could,
but you won't.
but I won't because I am all-inclusive when it comes to plants.
And everything else.
Anyway, what did you find?
This. And by this, I mean this amazing, beautiful booth. It's just
Now
like
this is really cool because what you have found over here is really the showpiece of this entire expo.
I would say so. And it's not just a booth. I mean, it's so much more than a booth. It's an actual vehicle. It's a van. It's a bus.
And
it's a
here
bus.
it is.
Look at this.
This is so amazing. So I watched them pull this up when we were setting up on Friday.
And you just assumed they
and
were
I
going to
assumed
unload
that
their
they were
stuff.
unloading, but that's the booth. So look at this. We've got shelves of plants. We've got all these sorts of plants over here. We've got all these sorts of plants over here. Acatillo that I pointed out in your video.
My video, yes.
your
We're doing
uncut
another video on your plate. That's how
Yes.
amazing it is. We've now done many videos on this
We were
place.
just here, and now we're back, and she is so annoyed with us. What's your name?
Reba.
Reba, and this is you. This is all you.
Yeah.
What's the name of your company?
Virgil's Plant Shop. Virgil's my dog.
And are you located here in Kansas City?
Yep, I'm about 20 minutes north of here in Midtown, Kansas City.
Gotcha. Okay, and this is your bus.
This is our mobile shop. Yeah, we've got our brick and mortar out there, but this we get to take out, you know? People have been asking how we got it in here since we're on the second story, and I've been telling them we misfrizzled it. So I shrunk it down to size, swallowed it, got it in here.
We're on the second floor.
I didn't know. Oh, we are on the second floor.
Yep.
That's why I'm getting lightheaded, because of the elevation.
Okay, because of the welcoming nature and the beauty that has been presented here at Virgil's Plant Shop, that is why this is my pick for the Rattle On Awards All-American Reptile and Plant Expo in Kansas City for 2024 Rattle On Awards
For the best booth.
for the best booth.
And that it would be a Virgil's Plant Shop. Go check them out. I mean, I would like to get a plant, actually.
I would love to sit a plant on my lap and treat it as a small child.
But I have a black thumb, so every plant that I get, I kill. And it's sad. It's very sad.
Well, hopefully you don't do that with small children.
I don't think
You don't think?
there's no joke I can make without getting a call from the FBI. So I'm just going to leave that alone. All right. So
I can't
we can
hold
go
on.
in
Okay, I'm gonna go in,
because
Dave.
the sign says, "Please come in."
Dave,
Yeah.
quickly. You have to do. We have to do this quickly. Okay, you ready?
Okay, go.
All right, let's go. All right, and I'm gonna keep talking very loudly while I'm in here because I don't want the music's playing. I don't want you to get demonetized, so I'm gonna keep talking.
Look at all these plants in here. I have no idea what any of these plants are.
They're labeled
Oh, there are. What does that say?
pepperoni marble pizza.
I like pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
This is so amazing. And you know, really the only thing that I do recognize in here is a dustpan, a Brian Cusco, and a steering wheel. And that's about it. That's the extent of my knowledge of plants.
We do not want to get you demonetized, so we're going to make sure that the music is not talking. We'll only hear our voices, not the music that's playing inside the thing. Even the music in here is very nice, very beautiful. The music is going to get your video be demonetized, so I'm going to keep talking. Beautiful plants in here, beautiful hardwood floor, and there's even a dustpan just in case you make a little mess and you're like, oh gosh, it's such a mess in here. I got to clean this up because I've come to the Virgil's plant shop and it's very nice, it's very beautiful, and I don't want to mess up. I'm going to jump out the window. Woo!
Oh, dude. What the hell? Are you okay? Do we need to call a veterinarian? Let me see your eyes to see if you have a concussion. Oh yeah, dude, you have some serious injuries. Oh, that sucks. All right, so let's go over here and find the Rattle On Award winner for the best lizard here. So I am here at Edge Exotics, and they have a couple of lizards that are really cool, really underrated, and I think there's a reason why they're underrated. So these are baby Gila monsters. These guys are so adorable. This one's a reticulated one, this one's a banded one. And the banded ones, as you can see, when they're babies, these lizards are only about 2 months old. They are kind of black and a cream color. And that classic orange and black color that adult Gila monsters get, that starts to develop after about a year or so. But when they're babies like this, they're born basically this black and white, this cream color. And now we all know that Gila monsters are venomous lizards. They do have venom glands, they are rear-fanged. And when they bite, which is rare, but they do bite, they will chomp and hang on. And as they chomp and kind of hang on to their prey item, special muscles around the venom glands will contract. And that venom will run from the venom gland down a little groove in the back of the head. It's a grooved rear fang. And in order for them to deliver that venom yield, they need to bite and hang on. Obviously, we're not going to free handle this animal. It's a venomous animal. I don't condone free handling of any venomous animal. So we're just gonna keep him in his deli cup. But despite being venomous, these lizards are getting more and more popular with experienced keepers. They are so personable, they're so curious. You can see that this one, that's about a year old, and you can start to see the colors of this one start to come out. Those adult orange colors come out. But look at this guy. He is so curious. He has those tongue flicks just like a snake. And he's basically tasting the air around him to basically get more information about his surroundings. But you can see why this beautiful baby banded Gila monster is my pick for the December 2024 All-American Reptile and Plant Expo Rattle On Award for the best lizard here. So now it's time to give the Rattle On Award for the best new reptile product. And there's a product here that really isn't a best new reptile product, but it doesn't really fall into that category, nor does it fall into the category of best booth. Just wait until you guys see this.
Zilla has everything you need for your reptile pets, from caging to lighting and everything in between. To see their entire catalog and find out where you can get Zilla products near you, visit zillarules.com.
And here we have rows from 15 companies. One of the things that I look for is innovation. And this is the most innovative thing I've ever seen. You have to tell us all about these.
Thank you. So these are like aluminum frames, and they break down really nice and small. They fit in like nice tight little cases, super easy to travel with, and then they're lit on the top and bottom inside. And these are just like fabric sections that you can like swap out really easy if you want to rebrand. And it's on both sides, and you can do different sides. So if you want to do one side for a show, this one, flip it, you got it.
Okay, this is amazing. So these are basically huge light boxes that are displays.
Correct.
And you can do these in color, you can do these in anything.
Yep, anything you want to customize and showcase your brand.
Okay, so here we have a section. So we've got this little one that's basically the size of a kind of a scroll up banner. I don't know what they're called. Scroll up banners is what they're called now. Yep. How much does something like that cost?
So this is, I think, $1,700.
$1,700 for that. How easy is it to transport, break down,
Super easy. I'll show you the cases that they transport in. They just fit in this. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, super easy, and it's light to carry. And so this whole setup fits in 6 of these.
This main piece, I mean, this is huge. I can't even fit all that on camera. What would a main piece like that cost?
So this, I think, is
Or a centerpiece.
Right. Yep. So it's 10 feet wide, and I think it's like $3,700.
Okay, that's actually really reasonable.
Yep, and that includes shipping, and we do the design work for you also. So you just supply the logo, and we do, just kind of basic design, or you can upgrade and do like a full design if you need
Wow.
to. So.
Okay, and you also do vinyl stickers, obviously trade show displays, custom signs, websites and branding, promotional items, and more.
Yes.
So I really believe that this is the future of trade show displays.
Correct.
No one else has this. No one else has anything close to this. If you want one of these, hit that QR code on your screen right now or go to 1515cos.com. So again, I really truly believe that these displays are the future of trade show displays at Reptile Expos. I have a feeling that coming up in the future, you are going to see a ton of these lighted displays at expos like this all over the place. But that is why these really awesome lighted displays at 1515 Companies are my pick for the Rattle On Award for the best new and innovative reptile product, even though it might not be a reptile product. So as I mentioned, this is a brand new Reptile Expo on the scene. If you live anywhere in this area of Kansas City or Charlotte, North Carolina, or Denver, you will not be disappointed by coming and checking out the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo. So guys, real quick, I just want to give a real quick shout out and a thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. If you would like to become a Patreon supporter, that link is in the description below. What the hell? Oh my God, you're still here, Brian? Are you seriously okay?
Love the planet, feature reptile obsession, rattle on.